Hi guys, it's Rachel. You're gonna laugh. Remember how, I guess if you follow me on Instagram a couple days ago, I was like, I finally filmed a video. It's gonna be out soon. Well, I got COVID. so I am just kind of starting to get my voice back in voiceover appropriate shape. So I'm filming this um, a few days after I actually filmed the video. Usually I try to do them closer together because video editing is where I get hung up on with releasing videos. So yeah, filmed the video, found out I had COVID, and then took a break for a little bit, and now I'm back. Back online at least. I'm still quarantining in my room, doing nothing. Except filming a voiceover, apparently. But don't worry, I am feeling fine, just a little bit, like, snotty and coughing, but mostly doing pretty good. I have been, like, terrified of catching COVID, like, ever since it first started being a thing, because, I have, like, some sensory issues with my mouth, and I, like really hate going to the dentist, like all kinds of stuff. Like I just don't like having anything in my mouth that isn't food, if that makes sense. And even then, sometimes I like get the ick for it, and I like can't keep eating it, and I have to spit it out. So I've been really afraid of losing my sense of taste and smell because I was really afraid it was gonna like ruin food for me. But so far so good. I'm gonna knock on my wood desk over here. So far I can still taste everything. It could be me being a hypochondriac, but I thought for a little bit that I like couldn't taste a couple things as well as I normally do, but I think that was just me being dramatic. I think I'm fine. I really do. So here is my first video of the fall. I missed August and September just because I was kind of having a time there. For the August video, I had gone away to Canada, to Thunder Bay for a couple days to work on finishing my book, which I did finish. And then in September video, I was like trying to figure out where I was going to work this school year. And to be honest, I'm still kind of doing that because I have been like, I have a long-term sub thing going right now, but that only lasts until November. And after that, I'm pretty sure I want to switch. So I've been like applying to other long-term sub opportunities, and ugh, it's rough, you guys. I like hate applying for jobs. I hate it. It stresses me out so much. I'm sure a lot of you are kind of in the same boat with me with that. But yeah, so October is the last month that I can like fully plan for, where I know where I'll be working and everything. Last night I applied for a long-term sub job that would have been like perfect for me, but I got an email like 2 hours later that was like, we just filled this. Do you want to be our building sub instead? And I'm like, oh. If you have never worked as a building sub, you might not know this, but it is like, it's really stressful, and I'm really hoping I don't have to go back to doing that again, because it's just like, you don't have anywhere to like keep stuff or like do anything. Like you're always on the go. Never feel like you have a place to be, and I really don't like that about it. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that, but I don't know, guys. I might. Anyways, enough about that. I am sick and tired of thinking about it, and it's not your problem. So I can't imagine how sick and tired you must be of listening to this. Let's move on, shall we? For October, I tried to do I did kind of a, it's not really like autumnal. You caught a glimpse of my September spread a ways back. I did that um, off camera while I was sitting in my sister's room while she was packing for college, and I was like, this is everything I'm stressed out about, and I just need to work through it. And she's like, hey, use your journal, Rachel. And so I made that spread like sitting on her couch in her room. So that's kind of fun. But sadly, you didn't get to see it, even though I'm really proud of how it turned out. So I kind of tried to reflect that with this one. As you'll kind of see, I've been really into these little calendars the past few months. Just, I think they're 3 boxes across by 4 boxes down. And they're really great. You can write small in them and just kind of, see the month as you would with a calendar, but you don't have to take up like so much space for it. As one sometimes does with like a 2-page calendar spread. And then like a lot of it doesn't get filled out because I don't keep going back to it. So it's good to just have this at a glance one for me, for now at least. We'll see what life holds. But I am kind of going with the same format as my September one. I did my mini calendar with one of my like Tombow brush pens, which you saw haven't been used in a while, so I had to like test them out to see which ones were dry and which ones weren't. And I think they're all still good on the bullet tip side, but I know for a fact that my sweet little Cora puppy chewed up the blue one, my favorite one, real good on the brush tip side, which is fine. That one's better as like a small line anyways, because it's really saturated. Yeah, there's my test sheet. I did it on a knitting pattern I was working on. Speaking of which, I have been knitting so much, especially this week since I've been stuck in my room, but mainly a lot this summer and a lot since I finished writing my book, because you guys, finishing writing a book is like, it's like a huge accomplishment, but it's also a little bit like the worst kind of breakup, because for me, like writing my book was a lot like therapy kind of like it's very allegorical and let me kind of sublimate some of my history and some of the stuff that I'm passionate about into like a narrative form. And for me, like whenever I was feeling really down, the thing that made me feel really good again was working on my book. And right now, like things are hard. I don't know where I'm gonna work after the middle of November, and so it would be really nice to have a book to sublimate that into right now, but I don't have that. And I'm working on querying and like writing summaries, which surprisingly is like so hard compared to writing a book. Like writing a good summary that makes it sound appealing and focuses on the right stuff is so difficult. And it's not at all the same animal as working on like a long form narrative. In case you're wondering, it's like 100,000 words long, 100,000 and some change, but some of that is like notes. So I have yet to get like a final word count of the story in none of my like change this notes. Not that they're change this notes, but a lot of that stuff got shoved to the end and I haven't deleted it yet because I'm paranoid, I guess, of losing any information that was so hard fought to wrangle onto paper. Anyways, so not having my book to work on has been kind of hard. And I have some ideas for a book too, but nothing yet that I feel like I can sit down and write. I feel like I'm at the stage right now where, you're dreaming about it and listening to music and thinking about like what plot could be, what characters would want, like all that kind of stuff, but it's like too early to put pen to paper or your like fragile little spiderweb threads will get broken if a too big bug flies into them. You know? Yeah, you know. So instead of doing that, I have been throwing myself into ballet, um, doing some posting to my Instagram. I know, crazy, right? Of my bullet journal content. Made a personal Instagram. That was really crazy for me. Um, Obviously applying for jobs. That kind of detracts from my mental health rather than adds to it. And working on my knits. I have been knitting so much, you guys. I'm knitting a couple of things right now that I am like right at the end of. Um, but I was thinking, and I know I said this a couple times ago, but I was thinking of um, trying my hand at a knitting podcast. We'll see, but I think it could be fun, and I think it would require less editing than some of these like bullet journal videos that I make, and the editing is what really slows me down. And then I could just show off what I'm working on all the time. I don't know. Let me know if you have any interest in that. Um, but I hear you guys like to listen to me talk, so maybe you'd like a knitting podcast. We'll see. I'm also not super fast though, so it might not be very satisfying because I don't get things done that fast. I don't know. We'll see. What else? I'm getting my wisdom teeth out later this month. I don't have a sub to cover my class yet. It's been impossible to find someone since we're so short-staffed at the school I'm working at right now. But I'm getting my wisdom teeth out October 12th. And right now I have COVID, so I'm out for a week, and because I'm a long-term sub and not like a permanent employee, I don't have any sick time, so I am really gonna be like squeaking by, like eating ramen for dinner, being careful with my spending this next month. Yeah, I wanted to tell you that I'm gonna be doing a small like flash sale on my Etsy, my long defunct Etsy, to clear out some old stock of stickers. I've been thinking about like doing new designs for stickers, but I really want to clear out my old stock first. So I'm going to be selling any paper stickers that I have left, like the full sheets, for $2 a piece, and any vinyl stickers for $3 a piece. So pretty heavy discount on those. So I they will be there, and then they will be gone because I don't see myself restocking any of my old designs at this point in time. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, you should check it out. I will try to link that in a card and in the description. And on Instagram if I can. I am kind of hoping to get like 100 more followers on my Instagram since I dropped below my 10K that allows me to post links to my story. And so if you're interested in following me on Instagram, it's at HelloRachelTheFirst. And that would be really, really sweet of you if you want to do that. Yeah. That's pretty much all my like businessy stuff, but let me talk about the spread for a little bit before past Rachel is done up there on the screen. I wrote in some ideas, some reminders, that little pink box there. I'm trying to again work on the pitch for my story, so I've been trying to figure out what my title really means to me. The Pascali dilemma, like what the dilemma is, if that makes sense. Anyways, it'll all make sense like once you guys can read the book, hopefully. And then I kind of went with a black and white and like pale purpley pink palette for this. Just kind of a little magical Halloween to this October spread. Something I don't usually go in for, but I was in the mood for it this time. With the moon and the potion bottle and the stars and the black cat in the forest. Um, this October is going to be kind of scary, getting my wisdom teeth out and figuring out work stuff and things. So I figure, if ever there was a time to make a themed Halloween spread, this might be it. Um, but yeah, I really like it. I like the balance between, content and space on these pages. And I hope you enjoyed watching me make it. And I also hope that I see you back on YouTube in November. Um, sorry, my Midwest came out. But that's all for today. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.